Morning everybody, John here with SoCal Outdoor Adventure. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we are going to be doing a review of the Q3 Baton. This is a product I've been testing now for the last 6 months, so we're going to be doing a review of the SOG Q3 Baton. Stick around. All right, everybody. So this is my first time ever doing a review on this particular product from SOG. This is actually the first SOG product I've ever actually owned. I am not affiliated with them whatsoever. Nor do I have any affiliation. I bought this particular item with my own money. So let's go ahead and talk about it in general here. So this is the SOG Q3 Baton. And first off, the one thing I definitely do have to say is that I really do like the design of this particular multi-tool. This multi-tool has a lot of unique features that make it very unique. First of all, you can definitely admire the slimness of the frame here, of which all the tools are installed in. And that's definitely a good thing, because what happens is that because it is so thin, it's just nice and comfortable in your pocket, whether you're left or right-handed. And speaking of which, let's go and talk about the belt clip here. Very nice belt clip. As you can see, it did kind of get a little bit bent up a little bit, and that's the reason for that is because a couple of times I've had it in my pocket, both in my left and my right hand side of my pocket. I've actually caught in on a few things within either while sitting down or getting into my vehicle, and it's actually caused this guy to kind of lift up a little bit. But with a little bit of pressure, though, it can go right back in there, no problem whatsoever. It's not ambidextrous, so you cannot put it on both sides, but it does ride nice and comfortable in both the left and the right hand side of my pockets, either in my jeans or in my hiking pants that I wear. First thing we want to go ahead and talk about is we're going to talk about the tools. So the first piece of this knife we're going to talk about is going to be the blade. Now, all the tools in question are accessible on the outside of this particular product, of this item right here. They're not accessible from the inside, which is, in some cases of the multi-tools, they can be like that. So first thing we're going to go and talk about is we're going to talk about the knife. Now, this is a very nice knife blade, no serrations whatsoever. This is a straight blade all the way around. This is made out of 3M CV Movi steel, stainless steel, so it cuts very well. And I have used this a few times, and it did come sharp out of the box. And as you can see, here, let's get rid of the tip here. It does cut very well, and this is a very nice blade. Now, there is no 90-degree spine on the blade, so you definitely cannot strike a ferro rod with this blade. All in all, though, it's still pretty good. Next thing we want to go and talk about, we're going to talk about. Let's see here. Got some stuff on it because it's been sitting it rides my jeans. This is going to be. I forgot what they call this guy, but you can use this guy basically on your nails or even on some wood. So, for example, I don't know if you can do it like that. This is a filer. So a filer works great on both your nails as well as on wood. Also, too, another nice thing too is that all the tools that are on the SOG multi-tool do lock in place. So the only way to unlock it is you got to press the button right here on the side, and that allows it to retract and come back in, and it locks in nice and tight. Now, the good news is too is that There is a little bit of wiggle, but not a lot. Now the good news is about this one here is that this one does have a sharp 90-degree spine on it. So taking a ferro rod here, if you need to, this will strike a ferro rod very nicely. Okay, next tool we've got, I'm going to retract that back in here. Make sure this is nice and clean. Okay, next tool we got ourselves a large size flathead screwdriver along with a bottle opener. And then we've also got a small size flathead screwdriver along with a can opener. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to go start with the other side. On the other side of this is actually really cool. This is something that I haven't seen many makers ever put on a multi-tool before, and that is this little guy right here. This is a small little micro flathead screwdriver. This is a flathead screwdriver, and this is great for like if you have a pair of eyeglasses, or there are some products out there that do require a small little flathead screwdriver to get into it. So like for example, on my sunglasses, these do have a Phillips head, but I can use the small screwdriver to make the adjustments I need to make on my glasses. That's really nice. I like that. Okay, next tool that we do have in this system, we have a very nice awl. It's very sharp, so it will you can use this to go ahead and go into leather or into some materials. Of course, this does come in handy to scrape off bark. Make some nice shavings here for make some tinder. Trim some of the bark down, be able to make a nice fire. Yep, there goes one. Don't want to start a forest fire, but very cool, very nice. Next tool I have here also is a very large Phillips screwdriver head. Does very well screwing down. There we go. And the last tool that we have, now I know what some of you guys are thinking, that's probably like another large size screwdriver. It's actually not. This is actually a scraper. So you can actually use, this is actually a small pry bar. But again, you can use it though to kind of like trim down wood a little bit if you need to. But I have found that it doesn't really work that well unless you really force it down, but it's not really a good idea. Good. make sure that I put that little fire out that I had there on the last piece there. But it's a very nice pry bar. It comes in handy. And then the last thing we have, of course, is going to be the pliers. And again, they're spring loaded. So that's also very nice. These are spring loaded pliers. That's very cool. You got wire cutter right here in the center. You got a tiner for nuts, and then you've also got your needle nose pliers. Just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons of this particular product here, the SOG Q3 Baton. Now, definitely the pros. First of all, the tools are very well accessible. You can accessible from the outside. You don't have to open the tool, grab the tool that you want, close it, and you can start working with it right away. That's really stupid, but I like the way that this one is designed. It works very well. Second pro about this particular item right here is the fact that you do have is that the pliers are, the good thing about the pliers is that they're spring loaded. So unlike the Leatherman tools, where many of the Leathermans are not spring loaded, I literally have to use my fingers to open the tool if I need to do something. But in this particular case here with the SOG Q3 Baton, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do that, and that's really cool. I really like that a lot. Let's see. I wish they could have, one con I would say is I wish they could have done something a little bit better with the belt clip. The belt clip does kind of catch, like I said before, the belt clip does catch on certain items, like it will catch on the seat belt of the vehicle, and it will also get stuck to a chair. And I even had this thing get stuck when going down a slide. I go on a slide a lot with my daughter, so that's why, in case you're wondering. But still, this thing could definitely use a little bit of improvement on it for sure. Let's get this out here. So I think they could have made some, if they make some adjustments to the tip, this could be good. Another con I did come across here while using the blade is that not so much the blade, but any of the tools. I think the only problem I've really had is mainly when I'm using the blade, and that is sometimes in order for me to close the blade, the tools get really tight sometimes when closing the blade. Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah, see that? It does do it. So as you can see, it's not going all the way down. So, oh, there it goes. That time we did. I just lifted up a little bit, put it back in, and went in. So sometimes what you have to do is you sometimes have to open this guy up a little bit to close the blade, and then shut it, and then everything is okay again. And that's kind of a minor con. I'm not sure if it's going to be a massive con, but it can be a massive con if it's not addressed. But all in all, it's good. All in all, I think it's nothing major. So what do I think about this particular product in question? What is the cost? Overall, of this particular product, I think SOG did a very good job creating these. They do have a couple of other versions. There's the Q1, the Q2, the Q3, which is this one. This is the one that I own, and the Q4 Baton. Now, the difference with the Q3 Baton versus the Q4 Baton is that all the tools are pretty much the same, except the Q3 Baton comes with the interchangeable heads, screw heads for the different types of screwdrivers, like the Phillips head, the flathead, the star wrench, I think is what it has, and I forgot a couple of the other ones that it also has. But all in all, it's still a great product. Cost wise, I found this on eBay for around $44. I believe Amazon was selling it for about $55, maybe $56, I think. You got to do your research and see which websites has the best deal. What I'll do is when I post this video, I'll post some links to both Amazon and eBay to who has the better deal, so you guys can compare and contrast. But you definitely want to do, if you're going to buy this product, you definitely want to do your research as to who has it. You could probably find it cheaper somewhere else online, but all in all, I think this is a good product. What's best rating out of 10? Other than the issues with the belt clip and the tools kind of locking up a little bit when you try to close it, because you have to, open this guy up a little bit to allow any of the tools to close in, I would say this is definitely an 8 out of 10. This is a great product. I think this will work with any bug out system, any bug out bag. You can definitely use this product in your fishing kit, hiking kits. If you're a thru hiker, this could definitely become in handy. It will not replace. It can possibly, actually no, I'll repeat that. It can possibly replace a fixed blade knife, but you could definitely want to have another knife with you. So if you take this with you and you don't want to take a fixed blade, maybe one thing you should take into consideration is taking like a small folding knife. But all in all, I think this is a great product. I think it works very well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a comment on if you have any questions whatsoever. Feel free to leave me a comment at the bottom of the page. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to my channel for more videos upcoming. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the SOG Q3 Baton, my first ever SOG product. Thank you very much for joining me, and I wish you all the best. Take care and have a good one. Now get outside, go have an adventure. Bye.